How to pass a private school entrance exam. Applying for a private school usually involves taking an entrance exam. Getting ready for the entrance exam can be stressful and sometimes hard to get one's head round. If you plan in advance, know what to expect, and take the time to study, the entrance exam doesn't have to be a stressful experience. Part 1. Preparing for the test. 1. Find out which test you're taking. There are a few different types of exams that you could be taking as an entrance exam. If you are not applying for a Catholic school, you will be taking either the ISEE or the SSAT. If you are applying for Catholic school, you will be taking one of these three exams, HSPT, COOP, or TACHS. The test needed will be specified by the school that you are applying for. In addition to knowing which test you are taking, you need to know which level of the test you'll be taking. The levels are based on which grade you will be entering. For international schools, you will need to talk to the school directly about their entrance exam. 2. Learn the differences between the tests. The main differences between the ISEE and SSAT are the guessing strategy, writing sample, and verbal section. The ISEE does not penalize for guessing while the SSAT does. The ISEE writing sample involves an expository essay while the SSAT is a creative writing prompt, and the ISEE has sentence completion while the SSAT uses analogies to test vocabulary. The Catholic school entrance exams are all quite similar and test both ability and achievement with no penalty for guessing and no essay. 3. Know what to expect on the test. All of these exams test reading comprehension, mathematical achievement, verbal skills, and quantitative reasoning. Although the exams differ slightly in the way they test these skills, they all have multiple choice sections. The Catholic school exams do not have an essay. Purchasing a test prep book or looking at the information provided online will help you get an idea of what to expect from the exam. 4. Sign up for extended time if you qualify. If you require extended time on an exam, make sure that you have all documentation submitted at least 5 weeks in advance of the test day. Verify with the testing site before test day that you will be given extended time. You will need formal documentation of learning disabilities and a written statement from your school that verifies this. 5. Register for the test. The most common way to register for the test is online. If your school is a testing center and you want to make sure you can take the exam in a familiar environment, register early to guarantee your preferred test site. After registration, you will receive a verification letter. Check over the verification letter to make sure there are no mistakes. Make sure to call the testing office and correct mistakes if there are any. Part 2. Passing the test. 1. Take a diagnostic test. A few months before the exam, take a diagnostic test to see what your strengths and weaknesses are. The diagnostic test is usually a full-length practice test. After scoring, you will know what areas you need to spend more or less time studying. Don't be discouraged if you do poorly. Make sure you have plenty of time to study and boost your scores by starting at least 3 months ahead of time. 2. Make vocabulary flashcards. The verbal portion of the exam will test your vocabulary skills either through sentence completion or analogies. If you don't have a strong vocabulary, this section will be very difficult. Making and studying vocabulary flashcards is an easy way to strengthen these skills. Aim to learn 20 new words a week. If you start studying 3 months in advance, you will have learned 240 new words by the exam day. 3. Take practice tests. Practice exams will give you a good idea of how much progress you are making in your studying. You can find practice exams online or in test prep books. As you continue in your studying, take practice tests to make sure you are improving. Take a practice test every 2 weeks to monitor your progress. 4. Consider a test prep course or tutoring. The skills tested in these exams are ones that are learned over time, but a good test prep course can help you learn test-taking strategies. Knowing how to stay calm during the test itself and knowing the types of questions that you will see are very helpful ways to prepare. You can also purchase a test prep book to help familiarize you with the test and questions. 5. Write practice essays. Practicing the essay will make you comfortable writing under a time constraint. It will also strengthen your writing skills with each essay you complete. Aim to complete at least one practice essay a week with writing prompts from practice tests. The more you practice, the easier the actual exam will be. Part 3. Staying relaxed. 1. Take the night off. If you feel like you need to do a bit more studying, make sure you do it in the afternoon, long before bedtime. Stop studying at least 2 hours before bed and relax. Read something for fun or do some other activity that you enjoy. If you are a parent, encourage your child to stop studying and enjoy the rest of their evening. 2. Be well rested for the test. Go to bed at your normal bedtime or even a little bit earlier. A full night's sleep is important for you to be alert and in the best state to take a test. These exams are long and you need to be fully awake for the whole thing. Set an alarm for the morning to make sure you're up in plenty of time. 3. Eat a filling, healthy breakfast. You don't want to be starving during the test. Your brain needs fuel just like your body does before exercise. Eat a healthy, balanced breakfast before leaving for the test. If your test is in the afternoon, eat a good lunch. Scrambled eggs, some fruit, and a glass of milk make for a great breakfast. 4. Gather all of your materials the night before. For the test itself, you will need pens and pencils. Have at least one backup of both. Also, pack a water bottle and some snacks for the breaks in the middle in case you get hungry. Having everything ready to go and by the door will make your morning more relaxed and less of a scramble.